Hey, one and all, how are you to this lovely night? I'm just gonna bring up the chat and another thing, so I can't see any chat at the moment. I hope everyone is doing wonderful. Sent the link off to Manny and Tank Barrett. Hey, Tank. I sent the link to you on your Twitter. If you want to pop in. Hey, Pope Raven. I claim this chat for cross comics. Just getting set up here, Pope Raven. So, did you enjoy the John and Quartered Fan Edition tonight, Raven? Hello to all who are watching. You didn't enjoy it? Why did you not enjoy it? Because John wasn't there? Because there was no art by John Dillard, right? Yeah, well, unfortunately, it's the wrong time of day for John. Hey, Argo, how are you? Hey, Tank. How are you tonight?
Good, sir. How are you?
Good. Hope Andy gets the link. I sent it to him.
Well, he did tell me that you were throwing the after party, so uh,
I,
we were we reconnected over at Mike Miller's channel. You
cool.
had something going on over there,
Yeah. I usually do throw the after party, although not
right?
many people join. Not many people
You're the
know.
party guy. Word'll get out. Word is getting out. I mean, dude, you crossed 100 subs. That's just amazing. So
Yeah, I'm at
awesome.
108. Wanna can't wait to get to 250, 500, 1,000, 10,000, a million,
That's right. If you
10 million, 100 million, a billion.
if you aim for the moon, you will reach the sky.
Yeah, I just wish I could win that darn fan edition.
Dude, I really loved your concept of him like kind of like phasing through reality.
Then why
That was
didn't you
cool
vote for me?
because I was part of a larger conspiracy, maybe, perhaps, to troll the professional edition.
Oh, so you
Because
voted for Booster.
yes, I did. Because I I I have a
I can,
really wicked sense of humor, and I think that would just be hilarious because it would be the only time he would go. Well, at least until like because he improves with every episode. So
sure.
let him. He'll make his way back there. But I think it would be really funny because he just has he's this wonderful uh, character, and I think that just would be funny. I mean, it would be a good match for when John Dillard uh, went and won. Be
Yeah,
even and that was funny. That was a clear message sent by the consumer base that they loved it so much that a fan got on there that they won.
yeah,
That they just said, "Nope, I'm voting for him. I don't care." I mean, I think at that point, John Dillard could have drawn a stick figure and still pulled off the same victory, even though his picture was just phenomenal. I loved it. It was like,
yeah.
holy cow, dude! I think this is some of the best work I've seen out of him, and his work is really solid.
Yeah, I thought about that idea too for about um, ugh, Booster. I thought about it early on. Jeez,
Right?
I'm spreading the
It's a
seeds of my own demise.
right. Well, just think about this. All those booster votes are going to go to you, um, because you've helped support the booster conspiracy. You're
Yeah.
the guy who got it started. I mean, anybody
Well,
who
I don't
watched
know
his
whether
video
I
is going
did
to know
or
the truth now.
not. I said it like I don't know how long ago. Probably around the first show, the ending of the first show, or the second show when it was online.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I said it first. I could be wrong, but
Oh yeah. There's a
hail Booster.
freaking.
Booster better than Cross. Hey Bob. Hey, how are you, Argo? I never didn't see you say anything else yet, so
Let's see here. We got Hail Booster. Yes, Pope Raven with the Hail Booster. Ooh, Booster greater than Cross. Oh man, come on now, Pope.
yeah, she's just ragging on me. I can take it. But he only got three
See,
votes this week, so it's not as bad as the weeks before. He gets a lot more votes than that. But once I win, I'll vote for him. Till I win, I vote for myself.
hey Bob the Pope, yo. He's the Pope that's not wiggity wiggity whack. We got Pope Raven has just been on a tirade today. She's on the warpath. She's she's declaring a crusade, I would guess. A Pope Raven crusade. I think we need to have a little Council of Nicaea.
This is Tank Ferret. He's been on several times before. You know him, or you should
Hello.
know him, Bob.
Is
His
my
link's
chat?
already in the description for his channel, although he doesn't got anything yet.
That's right. After I get moved and I've upgraded from Potato Cam, I'm gonna have some good stuff. I'm talking to Dr. Wright about having him on and talking some shop, giving out some. Try we're all students here. Um, we're all students. So what we're doing is, as some of us are graduate students, some of us are working on our bachelor's, some of us are still working on our associates. But we're
There
all
isn't
students, and
name.
we
Oh,
like to share
oh,
that
that
data.
there isn't name yet because there's only two of us in here. When there's only two, Bob, it never tells you who the each person is. It's only when you get three or more that it usually does that.
So what are you working on tonight, sir?
I am working on the anime character. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I learned once and I forgot. Uyghur Uliquiorra or something. It's spelled Ulquiorra. And this may or
From
may not end up being Bob's piece for his commission that he wants. It's either going to end up being this or
somebody smell
the one of
pineapples?
Ichigo. Hey, Manny.
Hello, hello, hello.
Aloha.
Yeah, look at my drawing in Quarters Place. Look at all that damn toys.
Uh,
Oh man.
I'll take him.
But look at that good dog. Look at that Cereal. Snoopy.
Oh yeah. That is
Yeah,
a
look at
Rick,
that.
are
creative
you going
Yeah.
to
kid.
be?
Then you go to
Hopefully.
and then you go to this side and look at all those damn games that I played.
Oh
Oh,
yeah. The
alrighty.
nerd. It flows strong with you.
What are we drawing tonight?
I am drawing an anime character. I don't know how to pronounce the darn thing. I learned once and I've forgotten.
Is it what
Oh,
anime is it from?
Bob, what anime is it from?
who in the chat?
The same one Ichigo's on, I think.
Oh, Bleach. Okay, Urukia or something like that. I'm terrible with the Japanese right now. I'm so tired.
Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah, I love Bleach. The Aizen saga. Once you, I did a Kai edit for my own personal enjoyment one time where I cut out all the filler and these super extended scenes and synced up the music and the soundtrack. And
Ooh,
I
watching.
watched it all, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. Seriously, one of the
Uh,
best and one of the strongest storylines ever. I love the archetype of the competent person, and Ichigo is definitely competent. He's a good protagonist.
okay, you say so. I believe you.
Well, I'm just waiting for the Kai edit to come out for that, like they did with Dragon Ball. They need to do that because they stretch it out for syndication because they can get more episodes. But for collectors, for us hardcore guys who really like the manga, come on, give us our pure cut. Give us our pure cut. It's really good. It's worth it.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh yeah, I agree, Bob. Aizen is just an incredible villain, and no spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it. But there are some twists. There are some villainous heroes and some heroic villains, and it's best not to trust your first impressions of anything. Always doubt it. It's very beautifully written.
So
Hashtag
did
move the needle.
did Pope Rogue like my shout out to him?
Pope Rogue was kind of quiet tonight. I don't know why. It was very quiet. I told him to get more involved, but he wasn't really involved. He was being kind of
That's all
guarded.
right. A little reach and withdraw, you know.
Yeah,
You go at it. You get in the pool, you get out. You get in the pool, you get out.
yeah.
Eventually, you have a hard. People have to get crowbars to get you out of that pool.
So I heard Tank's excuse. What's your excuse?
For what?
You know what?
What was, no, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Not
Um,
voting for me.
I
oh,
did. No, you know what? I voted for you twice.
nice, good.
I
See,
did.
then
Manny
how
voted for me.
then
Voted for
how
you
come I
twice.
only got one vote?
Exactly. Why did you only get one vote when I voted for you with Manuel Correa and I voted for you with Good Dog Press? So I don't know how you only got one vote.
Because I know I voted for myself.
I did vote for you.
Okay.
So
I,
Well, I
I
I,
checked the
even
poll
I
in a
even
couple
told
of
my
days.
wife, how come he's not getting my vote? Yeah, I did vote for you.
Okay.
yeah, I contributed to to the grand conspiracy tonight. I apologize to everyone, but I sometimes I just can't resist a good joke, and I think Booster showing up to the Pro Edition would be flippin'
Bob saying half the
hilarious.
anime. Bob said half the anime is just filler. I felt before the end I saw the winner. I guess I'm.
Yeah, yeah, that's the problem with the TV series was that there was so much filler and they had these huge giant filler arcs that honestly would have been better as a standalone story that was not related to Bleach. And I don't blame you for leaving, Bob. I don't blame you at all because I had to get onto the message boards and very carefully comb through the episode lists and pick out, what's filler, what's canon. They had half canon, half filler episodes where it was like, we're going to go to this filler, we're going to start off with filler content, and then we're going to flash over to canon, and then we're going back over to filler. Uh, oh, the Omaki was good. I did like that. Oh, Omaki, for anybody who doesn't know, is a side story that pertains to the main story, but if left untold, does not affect the main story, but if told, adds to the main story. Omagi. It is Japanese.
Cool.
Mm,
But I watched the
Yeah.
good part. Good part. I had a list of the filler zones.
Yes. Yes. That's the way to do it, Bob. Bob knows how to watch his anime on the internet.
Yes, Bob is an anime fan.
Outstanding.
Dare I say, fanatic.
Bob is
I'm
an
a pro
anime freak.
I'm a protoculture addict, so I'm an old school anime fan.
I'm a warzy.
I identify as a meat popsicle.
I am not a tricky. Get trickies.
I'm a
Uh,
sci-fi. I like all sci-fi, or pretty much all sci-fi. I like
oh,
Star Trek. I like Star Wars. I like Babylon 5, Stargate.
Dog it.
yeah, he's really good. I like the whole. I'm with Bob. Bob Uliquiorra is one of my favorites. I agree. He was a very well-rounded character. I think they did well. They brought together like a full Simpsons-esque list of characters with that anime and gave them all unique personalities. Some of them were archetypes and tropes, but there were some that really stood out. Some of those side characters could totally have a whole series dedicated to them. Urukia definitely. Uruka. Sorry, I'm terrible at pronouncing his name. The uh, the Quincy.
Why are you drawing a rabbit?
Or
Oh,
no, that's the other dude. That's Uruka is the he's the gosh Arankar, not Arankar. What the Espada? There we go. I knew it was in my brain somewhere. I hide that stuff. That's why they call me Ferret.
you just ferreted it out.
Oh yeah, no. I earned that nickname. That was my nickname when I was in the army. Everybody in Texas knows me as Ferret. Uh, because I play rough physically, verbally. Um, I, I the way I vie for dominance is through play, and if I get knocked out of the number one seat, I have no hard feelings whatsoever. And I got thick skin. Um, yeah, and sometimes sometimes I bite and I hurt people. I really don't mean to, you know. So if I ever step out of line, you guys just let me know. Hey man, that was uncalled for. I'm like, whoa, okay, okay, I apologize. I got carried away. Yes, that was a beautiful fight. Um, it's epic. If anybody doesn't mind spoilers and they just want to see the cool bits of the anime, uh, check out what Bob has written right now. It's an insanely crazy fight. The whole all the as it builds up, I mean, it just gets more and more epic. It's like, how can you get more epic? Oh, hold my beer.
Here, just let me sharpen my pencils here. I'll be back.
Is that what you call
I'll
it now?
be I'll be
Can't
Beethoven.
hear you.
Is that what you call it nowadays? Sharpening your pencil?
Hey now, hey now.
Hey now.
Ooh-ha. So tonight I am drawing on envelopes.
Envelopes. Cute.
I am getting ready to send out Patreon rewards. Late, but
Awesome.
stuffed with extra goodies. If I'm ever late, I always try to make it up to people who give me money. So that way they're happy. They're like, oh, okay, it's late, but oh, look at this extra stuff that wasn't included before. Okay.
So how does that Patreon work?
Uh, well, up until now, I've only had like a handful of old friends on there,
Okay.
but it's kind of like the perpetual Indiegogo.
Okay.
What's that? The
Is
perpetual Indiegogo?
Patreon. We're talking about Patreon.
Oh,
Patreon's an absolutely
oh,
wonderful service.
oh,
It
yeah.
like that umbrella guy uses it as a tip jar. You can drop a
Cool.
dollar in his tip jar. There are people who offer exclusive previews, like for a dollar. Whenever I'm working on a top secret project, people on Patreon get to see it at least. The new policy. I'm rebuilding my Patreon, but the new policy is they get to see it a week before the general public does,
Awesome.
if I release it publicly. They'll also get basically an access behind the curtain. They'll be able to see I'll upload pages as I get progress on them because these are the people that are buying my art supplies. I'm Poe. I'm so poor, I don't have an option, thus no ore.
Yeah, I was thinking once I hit 200 subs to open up Patreon.
You should open up a Patreon anyways. You don't. If you have one dedicated fan, that is reason enough to open up a Patreon. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't think I have that that dedicated of a fan.
Are you
that
kidding,
actually,
Manny?
Hmm.
Manny, would you pay a dollar to support Cross Comics? I would.
Sure.
See, it's a buck. It's less than three
Two.
cents a day, or a little over 3 cents a day. A little over 3 cents a day. It's nothing. But you get enough supporters, it becomes something.
Yeah.
And Saturday Morning Breakfast Serial Comics. I was one of like the first 100 supporters on Patreon. It's a real brainy comic. Like it's super nerd humor. Um, I often have to go hit the dictionary so I can get the joke. But I've been supporting that on Patreon since the creator got it going, and now the guy's pulling in something like $11,000 a month, just because of consistent output and a something that has a hook. He fit a market niche that didn't exist. So that's always like that's the golden dog bone in marketing. Is, oh, look, a niche that doesn't exist and has a market.
That's what my that's what I've been planning to do for like 30 years. Yeah.
Well, and you've actuated at the right time here. You have hit a niche. You have you set up the lounge. Um, oh, let's see here. Rick, did Ichigo in his rage form? I might take that one. Or
Yeah.
hashtag hentai for Bob.
Yeah.
Naughty Bob. Naughty Bob.
What about Bob? Who's playing around?
Rick, you have done something that is like the base. It's the first step in marketing. A lot of people don't realize that, and that is set up a space, establish a space.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Well, guess what? I've been trying to do that for years. Well, I have been doing that for a few years. I got my space on Facebook. I've actually found other artists out there, other people that have done are people have been doing the whole Christian thing a little bit
right.
of the whole Christian superhero thing, but
You and
they
I
don't
have
have.
a mutual friend, Bill Rupp,
Okay.
who does
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
our Christian ninja.
He started recently started after me. His characters are good. He's got a
Okay.
great artist. Or at least I think he did. But there's other ones like Faith Walker. But these guys' universe is nowhere near as, and from what I can tell, it's nowhere near as big as mine.
Your universe seems pretty comprehensive. It seems like you have one of those little string charts you see in all the crime documentaries in your head when you're talking about it. And that's a good sign, man. You got stories there. That's the important thing. Characters are one thing, but stories are what the people come for, you know? And you've got that. I see it.
Yeah. What if I can ever get some money or whatever? Once I get really good and get like 1,000 subscribers, I might end. If John's done before I hit 1,000, I might think about going for it before I hit 1,000 again. I don't know. I'm trying to. There's a lot to figure out in the next few months, and I think I might just do a different idea next week on the drawn and quartered fan edition. I actually got to take my time this week. I meant to, but I rushed home, and I figured I'd had to rush to get things done. I'm
I
gonna get
dig.
some. Pardon?
I said I dig it.
Everybody had a few minutes head start on me. I think I'm gonna get my source material and just go real slow. And if I don't get to ink, fine. I'm going to create a very solid pencil piece. And as long as I have enough dark lines, hopefully that'll be
That's
enough to win. As long
that's
as
what
some people don't go for that conspiracy thing, tank.
What's this conspiracy?
Oh, to get
Oh,
boosters
yeah.
set for the John and Quarter Pro Edition because it's funny. Because Booster's funny.
Yeah. So why weren't you in it tonight, Tank?
Oh, it was to get some fresh blood up in there.
Yeah, but we need you on there so you can win it.
Oh yeah, no, that'll come once I get to my new studio because
Uh,
we are moving and I'm gonna have an actual studio set up with good lighting and a webcam that's not made of potato.
okay, my whole thing was I don't want to go on. I want everybody to win and then have all the winners come back and compete against each other.
Yeah, after thing, they were talking about that. And I said that me, you, and John have been already talking about that
Yeah.
and about doing it on my channel. And they're like, oh, let's just, bring it around, talking about doing it on Pixels or whatever.
Well, yeah, it's now on Pixel's radar, and Pixel is like he's a spearhead on the whole uh, fan operation. This is his baby. He's the he is the puppet master, which is he's doing such an incredible job. He makes it look like the whole team's working at it.
I don't know. I don't mean to sound rotten. It's just like I come up with the idea. You guys we've shared it on here, I think, for everybody to hear, and then it's like he brings it up in this, like it's his idea.
That Rick, that just means that
I
you're
know it's
like
a
the
good idea.
Reddit. You're the Reddit of comics game. I mean, Reddit's where all the memes come from and all the crazy stuff that ends up on the internet. This is it. This is source. This is the fountain of inspiration. Rick, Cross Comics. Stay tuned. Oh yeah. So how about Model 316's
Oh, that was awesome.
3D rendered?
I'm actually surprised he didn't win.
That I almost broke the conspiracy to vote for him because I am familiar with 3D sculpting and ZBrush, and what he did was impressive. That like impressive.
I really would have loved to seen him go on Drawn and Quarter and do the exact same thing.
I
Yeah.
think he will. This was just a test run for him.
What was that?
They would have cried on the pro edition.
Hashtag be like Mike. I'm so co-opting that from Michael Jordan, by the way. Uh, why? Because that just gets. It's called reaching outside of your market. That's reaching out to basketball fans. Basketball fans are going to click on, they're going to, hashtag be like Mike as soon as Michael Jordan or anybody named Michael is in the sports. They're going to click on the hashtag. They see Mike Miller pop up. They're like, what's this all about? Mike Miller? Oh, this is pretty cool. Oh, I should buy this. Hashtag be like Mike.
Yeah.
Hashtag move the needle. My teenagers are appalled that hashtags are a thing again.
They're appalled that hashtags are what?
A thing again. They're
Did
like,
they ever go away since they've been
well,
something?
they died out in the teenager crowd. Um, with and the shows they watch, like PewDiePie, Logan Paul, and whatnot, right? I have a very open dialogue with my teenagers, um,
Oh, that's
and
good.
well, yeah, I've made them a promise that I will never fly off the handle when they do something stupid. And the stupider it is, the calmer I'm going to be. So they should be worried. Just out of fairness. We made that
Um,
agreement before they were teenagers, and we reaffirmed that agreement many times.
Bob's asking if anybody knows Hunter X Hunter. Not me, but probably
My
Tank.
my 14-year-old daughter is really on me to watch that. And I keep hearing that I need to watch. Unfortunately, subtitles are a commodity at this point. They're precious. Precious.
Sometimes I like subtitles, sometimes I don't.
I really like the original voice acting mostly. The only anime I liked the English dub better than the Japanese was Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, William was saying a lot of good things about William Reed. He was in my chat this morning and he was saying a lot of good, well, yesterday morning now, at least
Well,
for me.
you're a sci-fi guy. Cowboy Bebop is like that should be your jam. You should be all over that, like dirt on Doug to Naple.
Like stink on skunk.
That's right. Like a stink on a skunk. Like a stink on the skunk. Girl.
Ah,
Hashtag skunk girl. Hashtag unbreathable.
unreadable.
See, I might just doodle a skunk girl on one of the envelope sketches. So
Cool.
that and then I put a little copyright to you, a little link to your Instagram.
Awesome.
I do
Sub is
that.
gold.
Well, that's why I found a way to circumvent legally, and with great ease, advertisement in my comic book and still get media mail rates. And
How
that's
do you do that?
with classic product placement, icon and logo placement, references to that stuff. And then, like down in the corner of the frame that the first reference appears, you put a little number, like a little footnote number, like one of the little, notes from the editor, right?
Mm,
Uh, and one page in the back is just listed out like a bibliography, like you'd find on Wikipedia, full of links. So even if people didn't catch the reference, they're gonna probably go look at that link and then go back to the comic and then go back to the link, and that's called synergy, baby. That's analog backlinking. And it's great. I'm gonna have had to rewrite a couple of television scenes that were in the background, but the Aquabats are gonna be making a cameo in my comic book. How cool is that?
cool.
uh, gotta left for gotta leave. School starts soon. Must have some mins. Okay. Well, you'll see
Alrighty,
this.
Bob.
See ya, Bob.
See ya, Bob.
You are awesome, Bob. Bob the Pope, yo. Nope, don't have any kids. So many.
Yes.
You and I will have to talk shop because you are the parent and/or legal guardian of the young chibi artist, and we have to talk shop.
Ooh,
We got to talk royalty agreements.
we can
We
talk
got to
privately.
talk about advance on potential royalties received, all that fun stuff. Grown up talk.
Mm,
But yes, no, I definitely want to get the young Pope Rogue their their first. like that's a real professional contract,
Cool.
that protects them and ensures that their royalties and ensures that they retain rights to use that artwork for their own purposes.
Mm.
Why? Because they did it. So if he wants to sell prints, duh. You want to sell mugs? Cool. Have fun. You're the artist. At that point, I take a backseat cut off of that. But it's just open commerce. It's like, yeah, no, it's like free trade. Let the market build itself. Um, I kind of have a policy that's like Bill Watterson. You know all the Calvin urinating on things stickers. Everybody's seen them, right? Bill Watterson loves them, even though he's completely diametrically opposed to Calvin urinating on things. He says that they are his ticket to immortality.
True.
So my whole thing is that if an artist I got to work on my project, well, I think that they should retain rights to using that art. Have fun with it. They did that picture. I'm getting my money out of it. You do you. I got my money. Set arrangements all set up. Don't worry. I'm, I'm a capitalist. I'm a profit share capitalist. I'm like hardcore.
Mm.
I don't believe that if
Hey,
say
Joshua.
oh hey good night Joshua Hughes hail rogue.
Good night, Joshua. Man, everybody's dropping like flies tonight.
Yeah,
Even the other chats are all dead. What did you guys do on that fan edition that made everybody go to sleep?
it was the ASMR. It was the ASM artist. Fantastic channel. I actually put my three boys to sleep the other night with that channel. Um, and
I
yeah,
find that just completely wrong. I find
eight,
that
seven, and
completely.
5. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to step
I,
over you.
I no, I just said I finally find it completely wrong. Putting people to sleep with comic books. You shouldn't be putting people to sleep with comic books. They should want to stay up and read more.
Well, it's good to read a book before bedtime.
Yeah, well, something other than a comic book.
Wrong with a comic book.
See,
If a
I
comic
go
book,
to
I was
uh,
just gonna say, if a comic book's that boring that it's putting you to sleep, there's a problem.
my favorite thing to do is to go to flea markets, swap meets, any kind of like trade sale type place, and go find the boxes of comics that they have. Usually selling them for 25 cents each,
Hmm.
and I buy out their whole stock. And then, see, I go through and I pick out the keepers, and then the rest go to the little kids.
Cool.
And I've I've had collectors almost cry, um, because it was a valuable comic book, but I was like, no, that's a garbage comic. It only has value because the cover's like dipped in yogurt foil or something. The kids can play with it and they can destroy it, and I will not shed a tear. Other collectors should be thanking me. I am raising the value of their items. They're terrible comics that were never worth anything before.
Yep.
Oh man, some terrible comics. So I stopped reading comics in '97. I went over to like Heavy Metal Magazine, 2000 AD, and all sorts. I went started getting indie comics and underground comics. I gave up on the big publishers, Image, which at the time were Image, DC, and Marvel. I just gave up. Ugh, couldn't take it. They killed clone Spider-Man, and I was just in a tacky way, and that kind of was the last nail in the coffin. I think the
Mm.
last good thing I read was Black and White by Art Thibert.
I don't even think I.
So, huh?
I don't think I read that.
it was a good one. I'm a science fiction guy, and it's a fun science fiction. It's a good, fun '90s science fiction comic. So it can hit you on the nostalgia tip because it's got that cool geometric design of the super costume and everything like that. But it's a future noir sci-fi kind of deal. I can't wait to read it again.
Yeah, he's updating the dialogue and everything with it too.
Oh, you guys need to go over to his stream and go take a look.
Yeah, well, I've
He's
seen a little bit of it, his
Oh, it's
stream.
gorgeous. He showed like a bunch of before and after, and he really knocked it out of the park. It's fantastic.
So, have either of you guys gotten to take a look at my script that I sent you?
I have not yet, sir. I This is me.
Yeah, I know you're moving.
Me here is the first time I've had to take a break, and I'm still working. We are in full move mode. The poor washer and dryer have not stopped.
I went to work today.
Outstanding. What do you do?
You've been home for a bit.
I was on there egging you on for since I got home. You know that. I was in the chat the whole damn time. Me and Dillard going after each other. And
Heck,
then I was
I even promoted you and Dillard while on there too.
no, it's like I was twice in there egging you guys on. There was two Mannies in there.
It was gorgeous. I heard the Star Trek battle music going on. Because it's just so clown shoes.
Is that you, Captain Maple Syrup?
No, not me. I don't got anything in the background here except my mom's TV, our TV in another room that's slow enough that you guys can't hear. I can barely hear it. I hear it enough to know that it's active.
Mm.
Because whenever I'm on a stream, I'm like, Mom, make sure your TV, whatever TV you're on, one in your bedroom or whatever, is low. Because, I don't want to get any copyright stuff if I can help it.
You won't.
Speaking of which, I'm talking to a couple of musician friends and getting my hands on some royalty free bumper music, working out some deals. I love creator owned stuff, and Victor Love is possibly my favorite musical artist right now. Uh, he's the frontman for Dead Stars Incorporated, a synth metal band that uh, they made a lot of money by giving out their album for by uploading their album to Pirate Bay. That this
Hey,
guy
what?
is They uploaded their album to Pirate Bay
I
first
didn't hear
before
before
anything
that.
else. Oh, Dead Stars Incorporated.
Yeah. And they
They
got in
upload.
trouble by somebody or something?
Oh no, they owned all the rights to their own music, so nobody to get in trouble with. They
Or
were the
did
ones.
somebody, you said, did somebody get mad or something, did you say? Or,
No, they made a lot of money.
oh,
They made a lot of money because they also uploaded it to Bandcamp, and people would go there, download a legit version, and pay whatever they felt the album was worth.
yeah, go
And
figure that they actually made money by doing it. People got to know who they were.
yeah,
And they
um,
were then willing to pay money for the people that had money to spend. Jeez, go figure.
well,
People
well, I'm
that don't
going.
have money
Yeah,
don't spend money. Yeah,
it's true, but they might share the word. There's a lot of people out there that are like me that are just really, really broke. Like budgeting comes down to the dollar. Um, you know, And it's like, okay, you've got your priorities, and entertainment expenses are, if you're fiscally responsible, they're at the bottom of your list.
Yeah.
That's why I don't get to spend money. That's why I'm breaking my own rule, and I'm buying I'm getting buying in on the $2 level on John Dillard's thing.
Yeah, well, at least that's not too bad to break your rule in, you know. It's
No,
not
but it's
like
the
it's
principle, though. For me, it's the principle of the matter, because I'm so close. I only have $1,000 of debt left, and then I am debt free. I have no corporate debt. I only have personal debt left, and then I can uh, really get things going because my VA disability is finally going to come in after 13 years of barking up that tree.
oh, that's good.
13 years with TBI and a broken back.
Ouch.
Yeah, I didn't know my back was broken. I had tuberculosis when I was in the army, so I have to go in for chest X-rays every 6 months. Well, they accidentally took a picture of my abdominal section, um, and the doctor informed me that I needed to get more X-rays because it looked like I had a broken vertebrae, and I could not afford these X-rays. X-rays are very expensive, and I was
True,
paying out of
especially
pocket. I was paying out of pocket because I didn't have my VA benefits, and I have to do this every 6 months. Um, and so, uh, yeah, no, 13 years. I have severe long-term memory loss. I don't remember most of my life. So if
hmm,
I do remember something, that's actually pretty significant. It's a pretty significant event. Most of it is just like, nope, doesn't exist. It's not even like, I don't remember. It's like, nah, nah, dude, that doesn't even ring a bell, which is weird. Not like, but I never look for sympathy. If I want sympathy, it's in the dictionary between spit and syphilis.
Okay. We
What?
just lost all our viewers.
We did. Uh-oh.
I think we're the only ones viewing anyways.
I think everybody went to sleep from all the ASMR.
I think so.
yeah, well, we've got three viewers, one of which is me at least.
One of them is me.
Oh, we might have Pope Raven. She said goodnight to Joshua, so Pope Raven
Oh,
might still
Raven's
be.
still
Might still be. I don't know
I'm glued
because
on your drawing.
you're not in the chat, are you?
Oh
You're
look!
not
Oh
one.
my God! There's somebody said hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
Yeah, cool. Manuel Chris said hi, chat. Thank you, Manuel.
That's right. You
Talking
plant
to
those seeds.
myself.
I was looking, I was thinking of you. Oh, yeah, did I mention I was all by myself? All by myself.
At least I'll never have zero viewers. I'll always have myself in the chat with me.
Keep you
Hey,
company.
check that
I
again,
like
my
that.
friend. Check that again.
Oh, hi, Cross Comics.
I like that. That's a good action pose.
Which one? Ooh,
The one on your drawing right now,
cool.
with her dropping the bags.
Dun dun dun.
The SJWs are
I'm like,
there.
No, they're not. It's just
They
poor.
they they want to help her rob the bank.
No, unfortunately, this poor guy is going to get it in the next page.
I like that transition too, the three-panel transition from
Yeah, I
I'm
got to
gonna I'm
work.
gonna ventilate your front brain and to hey, what's going on?
Yeah,
I said, how you doing? My name's Frank. I'm a Pisces.
Oh man, there is the sketch so far.
he's Scotch. Are you a sketchy kind of guy?
Um, however you want to pronounce his name. Uh,
I am
Tank
liking
would
it.
know. Tank would know better the character. So
Yeah, I would have to Google the pronunciation.
yeah, well, I googled it a few days ago, a week or so ago. I forget it already.
Well, the writer likes to pull from languages around the world to name his stuff, and so you just need to find his. It. I mean, I don't know. I mean, is that Japanese? Is it ancient Japanese? Because it looks like weird. It looks like a weird form of Japanese. His name.
I just put it. I typed in, like how to pronounce whatever from the YouTube thing and
There you go.
listened to it a couple times, pronounced it a few times, and now I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Because as I some people say, and I say for sure, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Mm-hmm.
That's no joke. That is no joke. I spent years doing like concept art, so it's very static, and I've had a real rough time trying to make things more dramatic with more dramatic foreshortening and stuff. I used to be really that used to be a strong skill of mine, but I didn't use that for over a decade, nearly.
Yeah. I learned that with, languages, like I learned French in school, because you're supposed to here in Canada.
Right.
But, I remember like 5 or 6 words of it, maybe a little bit more than that, but you get the point, because I didn't speak it with somebody on a regular basis. So, I lost it, you know. That's why I
Oh,
think it's stupid making us learn French. I get the fact that we're a bilingual society and the fact that we have one province that is basically all French,
right.
but almost all the other provinces are 99% English. So
Yeah,
yeah, unless you
actually,
have unless you have somebody to speak it with, you're gonna forget 99% of it.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So why waste our time with that credit?
It's well, it's wasted class time. It's an old notion that to be properly educated, one must speak at least one additional language. But we have in real life now we have universal translators. They sell them in Japan to tourists. They're awesome. And they have a little cute little cute little voice, all kawaii and whatnot. Oh, kawaii des.
Oh, that's John Dillard's here,
Hey,
and so's
John.
Ray. Hey, John Dillard's Hail Raven, Hentai for Bob, Ray's Hi guys, John Dillard's. That's how I lost my modesty. Ray, um, uh, Ray's. What channel was the drawn and quartered fan edition on? I think that's it. I'm not sure what John was saying. Try the channel comic book something. I forget the name of it already. That's bad. I got it in my. Let's see if I can find it in my thing here. My
Ah,
list of channels.
So much fun. Fun, fun, fun. Till Daddy took the T-Bird away.
My first concert I ever went to.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I think the next night was the Go Go's. How do you go from Beach Boys to Go Go's?
You just go.
Probably by listening to one of my drawing playlists.
We used to have a lot of good guys come down for concert before.
It was on the comic book ASMR Kist. So there you go, Ray.
Yeah, it was a tight competition too. Um,
Yeah.
just some, I mean, every week it just seems to just get more and more intense, which is awesome. And I didn't realize that the Broham Nation was on tonight, and that is awesome. I've been a long time fan of the Broham Nation. I've watched his channel for a while. He does Let's Plays and
Who was he?
some tips and tricks. Hmm?
Who was he tonight?
I think he was the trash talker. He
The
came in
old guy.
slamming hard.
See,
I think that was.
I wasn't paying attention to it because I had my brother over helping me with my website.
I
So
was, yeah, I was checking in from time to time because I've been just moving stuff around and coordinating teenagers.
and then towards the end, I finally got to play around in the chat.
Dude, you got loose.
Oh, bro,
Manny Unleashed.
I was doing all kinds of crazy stuff on it.
It was Manny Unchained.
Yeah. No Dillard, no Manny, no Geek, no challenge.
Oh, dude, that was some heavy trash too.
I mean, I didn't
Those
hear anybody come
recordings.
back at me, you know. And then when John made that comment, I forget which comment he made, and then I said, I wrote back to John, John, why are we torturing ourselves watching this trash?
I know, dude. It was so
Just
good.
read it out loud. I was rolling.
Uh, I was
So who did
dying.
you? So Dillard, who'd you vote for? Since it wasn't me, obviously. I've heard Manny's excuse and I've heard Tank's excuse.
It
What's
was no
yours?
excuse. I voted for you twice. Serious.
and
There's
and I
somebody you can go
contributed to a
talk
greater
to.
conspiracy.
You can go
I
talk to
keep,
Skunk Girl. Skunk Girl will back me up. She saw me do it.
yeah, she's a fictional character.
Oh, John Dillard gaming the system. Tank is right. Moving is much more interesting than drawn and quartered four.
I agree.
Ooh.
You know,
But it was a fun competition. I loved honestly. Model 316 surprised me with that detailed of a sculpt in 2 hours in ZBrush.
Yeah,
I've
that
worked
was
with ZBrush. That was
awesome.
impressive. Oh, drawn and quartered four is better than Skunk Girl, says the Pope Raven.
oh, Pope Raven. Poor thing. Are you hurt? Do you need a
Ooh.
hug? Is there something going on in your life that you need to talk about it? Don't be a hater. Love one another. This is Cross's channel. If we're on John's channel, then you can talk smack, okay?
Hey, you can talk smack on this channel. You just gotta be nice about it.
Uh,
Pope Raven
Or
responds with
more accurately, you
yes.
just can't use foul language in talking smack. Yeah.
can't use foul language.
John Dillard gaming the system. I chose Jiminy. He had the best drawing on top of the waste basket. Ooh. So what you're trying to say, he was that white speck on top of chicken feces.
Ooh. There's more trash talk in this damn chat than had in that damn drawn in quarter. You guys are boring tonight. What the hell was wrong with that? Like, John and I was doing all the trash talking.
It was
Yeah,
beautiful.
guess what? I tried to. I didn't do any trash talk. I was trying a different strategy. Especially I noticed Booster had a lot of votes last week. So I figured, okay, let's not trash talk Booster like I did before. Let's see whether that gets me some votes, or doesn't take in some away from me. Let's let's try less trash talking, see whether it helps any. Well, it certainly didn't help.
No, no, the trash talking, that's how you get it. John Dillard gave me the system says, Rick, you rushed through it. You need to take the competition more seriously if you want my vote.
Did you read what I told you, Cross?
What,
I
on the
said,
channel or
yeah, I
here?
said, why did you stop? You better start all over.
Uh, oh yeah, I
I
think I
imme-
heard.
I immediately followed that with a hashtag be like Mike.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
when I
like
was
you said you're done. I'm like, I think you better keep on drawing.
yeah, it's like I didn't know what more to draw. I've got to take it a lot. I got to get slower and more better. Like I already had my concept. Like at church, I looked up some Freddy's reference and I drew a couple quick small things there.
You need to wake up. You need to wake up early in the morning and have John teach you how to draw. Woke
Ooh,
up too late
we're
this morning. I,
dreaming.
I was watching that. I saw what happened.
Refresh new. Yeah, sort of. It's fourth week in a row I didn't.
Poop
John quarter
Raven.
four is better than Skunk Girl. I chose you. Yeah, with that. Yeah, draw slower, be more careful. Yeah. I was planning on it, but I think what got me this time was the fact that I can't plan. I think what I got to do is I can't plan anything out in advance. I've got to go on there with little to no reference, look it up on while I'm on there, and decide at that point what I'm going to do, and then take my time.
What you need to do is go and find a good reference photo and not a superhero photo. So next week is Lionel, right?
No, it's
Ooh.
possibly Mumra.
Okay, so go out and go find a just a great punch in into Google Images, bodybuilder arms out, and go find the best damn dynamic pose that they have and go practice it.
Yeah,
I mean, the day that we did the layout, I Googled woman lounging in bikini. And that's what I found. I was like, oh, that's perfect for her. So you can find a great pose. Don't go looking for superhero poses. Go look for a real pose and go practice.
yeah,
I
Yeah,
didn't
Manny's absolutely right. Even though I didn't draw a slave Leia, I did reference some poses beforehand and found I actually Googled sexy pose
There you go.
and found a beautiful Angelina Jolie
Hmm.
who had some cloth, who had some, she was wearing a dress, so it had some cloth draping that I could use as reference if I so wished. And she was kind of like in a lying down position. So I was like, okay, my plan was I was going to draw her doing the sexy pose sitting on the edge of Java's little stand there while he's not there.
Cool.
But instead, I drew Skeletor.
Came out great.
Thank you. Yeah, I like it. I want to I sent an email to Mattel to get permission to do prints. I could do them under the radar like a lot of people do, but it's really easy just to uh, contact them, find out what department you're supposed to send it to, and then just get it authorized. They send you a little certificate, and then you got to pay them a certain amount
Cool.
um, per product, and
How
you're
much
limited.
usually is it?
It depends, honestly. I've done it before for like 20%,
For how much?
20%,
That's not too bad.
and usually they want of gross, so they want of the total price, and they don't want net, which I hate. I do not like that math wise because
Mm,
it's more work. It's easier just to do it after net, do it with the net, because then you're like, okay, cool, all my expenses are covered.
right.
Because yeah, now you have to consider that 20% of the cover price is that has to go to paying the royalty on it. And they
Well,
have
that's when
everybody.
you put that's when you put it up like 20% or something like that.
Yeah, see, I'm with Pope Arabian. My Leia was absolutely terrible. Her face was too bony. She had big meaty arms. I got the fingernails all wrong.
It was still better than Dillard.
Oh, she had
I
knobby knees, and well, you could see her. You know what? It was right there on
Oh,
the floor. I mean, come on now.
yeah, it was a big black one too.
It was big, furry
Big
black one.
black. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
purple actually. It was a purple one.
Black in your drawing. But yes, it was a purple one.
Yeah,
You had to go
I
see the picture.
forgot. I got corrected on that, and I was like, "Oh, dude, dang, you're right. How could I do that? Ah,
Yes,
you
I
know,
know I was right. I
dude, how could I be wrong? Me? No, I'm just kidding.
The sad part is
I
I still got all those toys. Ugh, they're all
um,
put away. I don't throw away anything. I'm a pack rat.
Raven. No, I'm not drawing Trigon again. I am drawing oh, anime character. I'm not sure how to pronounce its name. His name. It is spelled Ulquiorra.
from Bleach.
Yeah, from Bleach.
He is one of the Espada.
Or as my stepson used to say, Bluck.
Black.
I was like, serious? I'm gonna watch Bluck. Bleach.
Sorry, I forget the name of the comic book, but it was somebody the gnome. It was a Marvel comic I read when I was really little, but I always said it was the gnome because I didn't know how to read really well. Hashtag comics are gateway to literacy.
Yeah. I used to think the Hulk was the hunk.
Good night, Joshua Hughes, again.
Good night, Josh.
Night, Josh. Maybe next month. You can try.
So, Manny and Rick, I have been thinking about my channel.
You're,
Got me
Yes.
thinking.
you're what?
Yes, my channel here on YouTube that has
Uh,
zero content yet. But I would love to do some topic videos that we could do live stream, and then we chop them up later if needed. But I would like to have Manny on, especially because I would like to do a feature on character design.
oh,
Because I really do like the character design of Skunk Girl, and we could talk about unique character designs. We'll talk about some established characters and break them down on an academic level and have some fun. We'll look at some of the academic stuff behind the art.
mm,
and point out why Skunk Girl is an example of how to properly do a character design.
Yes. How do you take a name like Skunker and make her cool?
Right? Skunk Girl. Ugh, that doesn't sound appetizing. But wait, look at her. She's unbreathable.
And unbreathable is not a word.
Right?
I made up my own word, people.
Well, hey,
It's a
that's
word now.
Word back.
unbreathable is that's good. It's a good use of English of the English language. It is the
Because
most versatile language on planet Earth.
I mean, when I saw unbeatable skunker, I mean unbeatable squirrel girl, I'm like, okay, I got a skunk girl. What can I do? What can I do? It's like unbreathable. That's not a word, but who cares?
It is
Well,
now.
it is now.
John Dillard says Manny don't know big words. He doesn't do academia.
I'm edumacated, okay?
Education.
Edumacated.
That's right.
Just a little bit.
Uh, yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing. I
U.S. Army taught me how to count to four.
well, I went to high school and I went to college and then I was out of college and then I got another job that sent me back to college. I was like, seriously? I did this 17 years ago. I got to go back to school.
Ooh, I've done that one. I did that one.
But I am happy where I'm at now, so I can't complain.
That's see, that's awesome. That's the way to. That's where you. That's what you need to do. You go find your happy place, then go there in real
Well,
life.
and then I always go by this rule, which is from Bakuru Banzai. No matter where you go, there you are.
Yes, yes, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Ah.
Don't complain. You got yourself wherever you're at. So yeah, just make the most of it. You know,
John Dillard gaming the system. Manny says, I had to go to school 3 times.
oh, he's making fun of my accent.
That's right.
We had a discussion about this the other night.
Uh oh. Uh
Yeah.
You have
oh.
you have an accent? No,
Yes, haven't you figured out I don't put H's in some of my words? Like I say everything instead of everything.
no, I never noticed.
And if I do say the word three, I most likely will say tree. One, two, tree. Yes.
I never noticed that.
Well,
I
it
guess
does.
you're not counting to three a lot of times on my channel.
It's just some of the words John noticed it was coming out kind of strange from me. Yes, there is a little accent here. We do speak a little bit differently here.
Yeah, I know Hawaii has a lot of different way of saying words too. I learned a little bit of that from 51st States.
Well, that was all fake.
What?
That's
I
not
learned
how.
a
What?
lot. I
What the
learned a
word?
lot. Oh, sorry, go
What the
ahead.
word? Cuz isn't a word over there.
Cuz?
Yeah, cuz.
Yeah, well, I haven't heard cuz in such a long time. I mean, that was back in the 70s, 80s. Bra,
Yeah,
brada.
Uh, yeah.
How's it? Hey, how's it, bra?
I had a wonderful journey into linguistics when I was driving around Hawaii trying to navigate and ask for directions. And watching the locals just kind of laugh every time I try to pronounce these Hawaiian
Well,
words.
you can't.
I'm trying though, you know, I really am. I'm trying to get the inflection right and everything, and they're just like, "Bruh, it's blah 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 blah
Hold on.
blah."
You cannot say Kalani Ana Ole Highway. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, right.
cannot
Did
say,
drive that.
oh, come on.
Heck yeah. No, I surfed Waikiki. I
That
had
did
to,
not come
just
out
on
right.
principle.
Oh man.
I did not surf the West Shore because I like living. Um, although I did go and I watched my surf instructor from a couple of days earlier. I hung out with him and watched him go at it, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, I am so out of shape." I like to explore, man. When I go to a place, I like to leave the tourist traps and go hang out with locals. I don't like hanging out with tourists. I'm not a
Yeah,
tourist.
I'd like that too. Hopefully, if
I
I
like.
ever come to Hawaii, I can hang out with Manny.
Of
There you
course,
go.
all you guys are. Anybody want to come hang out with me? Let's go.
Heck yeah, man.
We have some fun.
Absolutely. I definitely want to. Definitely want to hit up the Honolulu con, the big con they have up there. It's on my list.
The con,
Even
the
if I'm,
con, the con.
that's yeah,
It's small over here.
they are. They are. They're not too expensive either,
No, they're not.
which is great because you never want here. All right, every artist who's listening, never, ever, ever, ever until you are already rich and famous, get a spot in Artist Alley if you want to make money. That is putting the game on hard mode, on like hardcore difficulty. There is a thing called the money filter, and it starts at the main entrance. Artist Alley is at the back end of this filter. People are broke by the time they get to Artist Alley. If you want to make money, spend the extra bucks, get yourself a vendor spot.
Mm,
Get yourself a vendor
Yeah.
booth.
true.
Well, sometimes it's hard to get a vendor's
Ooh,
booth in the fact that they are like double, sometimes triple the amount.
Yes. So it's an indicator. But then again, conventions are not so much a storefront as they are a platform to promote. All the big studios, um, for them, it's a tax write-off, and that's what it should be for comic creators. So these guys who are pulling in six figures on their big things, they need to sink money into a vendor spot and reduce their income bracket a little bit. And at the same time, they're planting seeds for any further campaign.
Uh,
So cons, conventions, that if you're gonna exhibit there, just go in with the knowing that this is probably going to be a business write-off.
yeah.
Um, but the amount and the more free stuff you give out, the more money you're going to make in the long term.
yeah.
This is paid advertising, but you're paying it yourself, and you're distributing it yourself.
John, let's see. Says let's go. Manny does not have big words. Manny says I had to go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Go. I'm just trying to figure out where we were with John's
Oh
comments.
yes.
John says go first dates is the best representation of Hawaiian culture ever made. Very educational.
Dang, John, you are in rare form today. Somebody drank their haterade.
yeah.
John Dillard also says, I love the touristy areas. Locals are lowbrow.
Ooh.
More from John Dillard is, I don't want to go to Hawaii and hang out in the dirt. Yuck. Even more, ghetto.
Wow.
John Dillard, the ghetto area are the same all over the world. I want to see something famous.
Ooh.
Well, I did go to the Seawolf when I went to Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor sounds familiar to me.
Right?
Nope, I can't
I
see that
visited
being
the
familiar at all
Seawolf,
with you.
which was a famous U.S. submarine, it was like this was the knockdown drag out brawler of our submarine navy in World War II. It was so good they got a class of submarine named after them.
Yes, they do.
And I had fun in that tight, cramped little space going, nope, I could not have this job. That's pretty hardcore. And I was crammed inside of a tank for 4 out of the 5 years I was in the army.
Ooh, yep.
That's why I don't mind when people say, "Yeah, I'm sorry, dude, my car's dirty. There's not a whole lot of room," and I'm like, "Dude, you have no idea how this is not a problem for me."
Oh, man.
John
Oh, this
Dillard
is good.
says, but that's a moot point. There's nothing
Oh,
famous in Hawaii.
there's nothing famous in Hawaii. What have you cooking tonight, Sean?
Oh, dude.
Oh man. Oh, he's killing me. He's killing me.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I've been to.
the problem is he's not in the chat. Well, he's in the chat, but he's not in here to
He's
strike
just
back at really.
he's just dive bombing over here.
Yeah, no, he's a sniper in the bushes. He's the second man on the grass. He knows what he is.
Yeah, he is, man. I mean, he was in the sewer. He was under that mad.
Offering up famous, not infamous, from John Dillard, Gaming the System. Ray says, "What about Pearl Harbor?"
It's an inside joke. You have to be part of the
Wow.
game. Enough said.
Uh,
No doxing.
right. I've been to Maui and Oahu. I absolutely loved both islands.
Oh, you have to go to Kauai if
I
you want.
really do.
If you
I,
want beautifulness and slow pace, it's Kauai.
I looked around in some of the well, what did John Dillard Gaming the System. I don't want to pay for a ticket to buy a pineapple flavored coconut.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, that pineapple flavored coconut's pretty good, dude. Don't knock it till you tried it.
That's good stuff.
It is. I went to the Dole. I went to the big Dole plantation.
Dole plantation?
Yeah. Yeah. I went to there. The well, it's like over here. It's like it's like Dole, and some people like Dole, and
Uh-huh.
then you go there, and they're like, "Welcome to the Dole plantation." You're like, "I've been saying this wrong my whole life."
Yeah, because we've never called it Dole. It's Dole. What the
It's
hell?
Dole, dude. I'm with you. There's no accent on the E,
I mean, we had a governor Dole. What the hell?
right?
We got a school
Oh God.
named after the guy. His Dole. Come
Yeah,
on,
you're talking the banana, right? The
Dole.
Dole banana.
They
Yeah, they
make
got
bananas
all
and
kind of stuff.
pineapples and
You know.
sugar.
Who would ever say Dole? That is Dole. I've always pronounced it
It is
Dole.
Dole.
Right. So John Dillard gaming the system in response to his not wanting to buy a ticket for a pineapple flavored coconut says, "I'd rather ride one of Rick's mooses."
Oh, what?
A
Oh,
moose.
he's trying to say I own moose.
You like
Wait,
moose?
you don't? Sorry.
I own a moose like you own, I don't know, a mountain lion.
A gun? I am an American. I don't own a gun. Although I do have a katana that will go through a car door,
Ooh, cool.
and I am very good with it.
Can it take people's souls?
No, no, not yet. Not yet.
So there's not been a curse or whatever placed on it or done any magic on it to do that. I'm not sure how katanas got that way. Katana's got that way.
John Dillard gaming the system, continuing to fire shots downrange. African bananas are better than Hawaiian.
Mm,
Oof. You know what Hawaii has over everybody?
Dinner better not
Onions.
here.
Maui onions, dude. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Because I went and hit up the overpriced farmers markets tucked away in the little corners of the mountains. Uh, and I went and got some local organic food, and I cooked dinner back at the place I was staying. And I'll tell you what, oh my goodness, ingredients do make the meal.
Hmm.
I caramelized those Maui onions. They were I didn't have to add any sugar or nothing. I used a little bit of vinegar and I had sugar to caramelize my onions. These were so sweet. Oh, they were almost sickening, like candy.
Yes, they are. Maui sweet onion.
Yep. Got some tropical fruits out of season because they're in season over there.
Yeah.
Seriously, I told a friend of mine he was like, dude, I think I'm gonna be homeless. I was like, all right, so here's what you do: get yourself one of them Royal Caribbean cruises tickets, one way ticket to Hawaii. Go hang out at Waikiki Park. It's like if you're gonna be homeless, that's the place you want to do it.
Uh, we do have a lot of homeless here.
Waikiki Park is a homeless encampment for a large portion.
Okay, so
Hey, where it's warm, there can be homeless. But then again, we got a fair amount of homeless here too.
Well, it's always indicative of an economy. There's going to be people who can't make their way. There's going to be people who are completely unable to make their way. They're addicts and or mentally ill, um,
Yeah.
and they can't function. They can't function like adults. And you know, a friendly, humane, you know, nice, how do you do kind of solution needs to be found. And I've been talking with a councilman in Los Angeles uh, in regards to doing a prototype program, try and help the homeless with housing and getting some responsibility under their belts, get people on their feet who are able to get on their feet.
Yeah, I seen this great pro. I think it would be a great program. I've seen this program on I think YouTube or whatever. I forget where I saw it. I forget where they're doing it too. But I should find the video. Maybe I shared it on my webpage. I think a few months back, a couple months back.
John Dillard gaming the system. So, for reals, what's up with the Strange Tales anthology? Do you guys need me to spearhead it? Or do you guys not want to do it? John, that is actually very good. We do need to sit down and have a
yeah.
good, solid conversation regarding that.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
cannot spearhead it. I am up to my neck in work as it is, but I can contribute to it. Manny, Rick,
Yeah.
Pardon?
We need to
what about
do
you guys?
Yeah, we need to sit down and figure out. But when is everybody free? Is
Yeah, it's a good
everybody
question.
free Saturday
I'm good.
sometime?
John might not be.
Yeah, I'm definitely not.
John said he's free. We might have to wait till Tank moves to start discussing it.
Well, you guys can go ahead and get started in discussing
We
without me,
can
and
discuss
I can
again.
catch up on conversation and toss in my 2 cents.
Yeah.
I'm possibly going to buy a bucket of ISBNs when I do my Indiegogo,
Ooh,
because when you buy uh, when you
you buy
buy
it's cheaper,
a
right?
lot of them, they get real cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get like uh, I think it's like 500 ISBNs for $600,
Oh, that's cheap.
I'm free
and
Friday and Saturday.
groovy. So I can supply I basically I can just supply ISBNs for free to a limited select group of people. You know what I mean? because 500 ISBNs, that's more than a lifetime supply because you have one ISBN for each
Mm-hmm.
different version of each uh, property you put out. So
What's
if like for
ISBN stand for again?
international, what's it?
It's like your
It's a book
barcode.
number, yeah,
Uh,
or bar number or something like that. It's the barcode.
time is it?
But yeah, those are definitely needed because you won't be able to convince any like public outlet to take your product very easily if you don't have one. If you have one, you could hit up all the uh, all the chain stores,
Mm-hmm.
all of the convenience stops, little gas stations. You have every chain, all the bookstores, everybody. Um, you hit up everybody. You try to hit as big of a potential market as you can get your hands on. And the ISBN that's your gateway to that right there. That is your
It makes your
ticket
book,
to the world.
yeah, it makes it look legitimate.
It makes it
Uh,
absolutely legitimate. You can't get into the Library of Congress without one these days.
Yeah.
So if you ever wanted your book to be eligible for the Library of Congress and you wanted to submit it and pay the money, you got to have the ISBN. It also makes it easier for retailers and stuff. And that's one of the things that I'll be talking about on my show is shopping for printers and how to properly price your book. Um, so that way retailers can offer a discount on your book and still make money. Because if your book's not selling, if the retailer can drop the price a little bit by a few cents here and there, that could help push your book. You already made your money on it.
Right.
But
well,
yeah,
uh, Manny, I was pushing in our chat afterwards on the John and Quarter fan edition. I mentioned about maybe doing the John and Quarter on your channel for a live stream.
Yeah, I heard that, but we'll see.
No, no, I'm saying afterwards. Nobody could have heard because we were off air.
Oh, cool.
is that better, John Dillard? Is my volume better? I had my mic up a little bit.
Yeah, you were kind of soft.
Okay.
Now I got to turn down my volume.
Ah, ha, 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 ha. I'm also talking kind of softly. I'm outdoors and my little neighborhood carries sound pretty well.
Well, my neighbors are kind of far away, so I'm not too worried.
There you go.
Well, it is like 2:45 here. I
Oh no,
probably was
you're
doing
getting
the
kicked out.
pardon.
We're getting kicked out.
Oh
Yep.
no.
Well, that's
Party's
why you
over,
need
folks.
to. That's why you need to learn how to live stream, Manny, so you can go over
I,
to your channel and have Tank there or
well,
somebody.
kind of. I came home today and I was kind of like stuck watching the fan edition, and then, like I said, I had my brother over. We're working on my website. So maybe tomorrow I can start fooling around with that before I come on your show and get that ready to go,
What?
so I can live stream tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
I'll
Awesome.
try to fool around with that a little bit. Maybe come on your show, steal some of your fans away.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I stop, you start.
Exactly. Come on
Yep.
your show.
And the great thing is, you can set it up. Say we say I'm going to go to 3, so you set it up to start. So all you have to do is really press a button or two that you start at like 3:15.
Well, I'll come over here, hang with you, tell everybody, hey, the party's not done yet. Come on over.
Absolutely. We need to get we'll have it to the point where we have Comicsgate around the world and we'll have
Yeah,
the stream that the sun never sets on.
exactly. That'd be awesome.
Well, the stream will set, but it'll be going from one person's to another.
Absolutely. And that'll be just fantastic. People can migrate, pick up a look at what time of day it is and go, "Oh, I should go tune to this channel to go check out a live. I know that there's a live stream going on."
Mhm.
Yeah, we've got between Tank, you're probably between you, me, and Manny and John. We can probably cover a fair bit. I've got two live streams going today, so John's is in the morning at like 6 o'clock his time, 9 my time. So I'm
All
usually
right.
jumping. I'm jumping on there about half an hour usually once we start it, or 20 minutes or whatever. And we went to 10:30 this morning. The other couple other days we went to like 11:30. So depending on what he wants to do, and then I start up at noon.
Right.
Well, I'm talking my time. So you could end up, well, depending on what your schedule is, you could start up for when I stop in the afternoon at 2, 2 my
Yeah,
time, which
or
would,
I could yeah, either way. I'll figure something out that works in and smoothly so that I'm not stepping on anybody.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, we're always
and
going to step on the big guys, or they're going to step on us, depending on how you look at it.
and that's part of the competition is trying to not schedule our key broadcasts for when they're doing their key broadcasts because we are competing for airtime.
Yeah,
Um,
but we're always going to be. I've gotten on here. I was trying to do that at first, and then it's like, okay, freak it. No matter what I do,
Freaky,
somebody's going to start. I said freak it.
freaky. Wow.
I, no matter what I do, somebody's going to start or stop or start. Like I just start, and then the last comic book artist start. It's like great, or Gary starts, great. Somebody starts, it's like great. Ethan starts, it's great. Okay, I just had to say, forget it. I'm going to do my stream no matter what.
Hmm.
And I've got my loyal people. Like Bob will come in here rather than go to Gary or whatever.
Well,
right.
some people like the attention that you give to them. I mean, they're in the chat. They want to make sure that you're going to interact with them. You go on
Yeah,
those big chats, you just get lost in the shuffle.
yeah. So like I said, it's easy. We'll have people that'll come into ours no matter what. I've got two or three that come in. No matter what. If the big guys are on, they'll still come in here.
Right.
So
Yeah,
they if you guys are on, I'm sure, and they're up or whatever, they come into yours.
Yes.
absolutely. And we'll get this game down,
Hmm.
especially with John Diller, who's gonna stun us with his incredible, awe-inspiring visage when he gets his new camera, which I'm guessing is non-potato cam brand.
Well, he said second cam, so he'll have two cams going at the same time or whatever.
Ah,
Well, I've already got the face reveal for John. I got it off camera. I'm not sure whether anybody else has.
and you
Well,
didn't turn to stone, so that's a good sign.
yeah.
Has Manny got the face reveal yet?
You had the face review of me on your show. You don't even realize it.
No, I didn't mean you. I meant, did John reveal his face to you off camera on his?
No,
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
I'm just bugging.
I'm totally okay with that. Oh man.
Oh, good times, good times.
Yes.
Okay, so people, in the description are links to John. I'm pretty sure I put John's in. John's, Manny's, and Tank's channel. Go over there and subscribe. also in the chat is John Dillard's indie.
You got to read his chat.
Yeah.
John Dillard, gaming the system. I am super attractive fat guy. Yes, but
Super attractive fat
John,
guy.
that's only because of physics.
But also in the description is John Dillard's Indiegogo Black Emerald. Go over there and check it out. There's a buy-in for only $2. $2 American, that is.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, and also is my in the thing is my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram, my DeviantArt. Go check those out and um, subscribe if you've yet to subscribe to me. Hit that notification bell. Hit that smash that thumbs up button, that like button, guys. And of course, comment and share. And I guess that's it as far as I can think of at the moment. You guys want to say anything before we go off the air?
Sure, Tank can go first.
Fizzle Whizzle Crumb Bum. I'm good.
And you guys can find him at Tank Ferret
Thank you.
on Twitter.
You can find me on Patreon, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Tank Ferret Art.
There you go. And I am Manny from Good Dog Press, and you can find me at Good Dog Press on YouTube, Deviant Arts. And my Twitter handle is press_dog.
And I'll
And
finish. Oh, sorry.
and gooddogpress.net is being overhauled. So Skunk Girl does not have a full page yet, but she is coming to my website.
Cool.
Hey, woo!
Woo! Yay!
And Bob, I'll be finishing this up tomorrow night. I'm just
Oh, that is
tired.
fantastic.
Here's
Look
what we
at
got.
that, folks.
I'm just a bit tired. I'll be starting around 10 tomorrow night, so I'll be able to finish it up easy with doing the Marvel and all that. So,
I am Doom.
and tomorrow I will be doing Ghost Rider from Marvel.
Ooh.
I will steal your soul.
I'm gonna sing the Doom song now. Doom, 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 doom.
So, thank you very much for tuning in. Goodbye. God bless.
God
And have
bless.
a great and wonderful day.